Okay, YouTube, welcome back. So I have a Jeep Wrangler in for a safety inspection, has an engine light on. So let me take you through it the way that I see it, right? So you want to buy a Jeep, you want to buy a used one, yay, I'm going to have a Jeep. Are you ready for Jeep issues? Check it out. So underneath it here is metal that's decayed away, and that's getting ready to break. So that's your right front brake hose. Imagine driving down the road and going to hit your brakes and then having none. Yep, that's a true story. The same thing here. All right, so that's shot. U-joint getting ready to come apart. Okay, you can see the boot split. There's play in that joint there. You can see the rust up in there. This is an expensive job in itself, and it's been done before, I would say, and who knows to say if it was done right. But if they went in there and did a front diff service, or they went in there and did the inner axle seals, they should have replaced the drive shaft, because this thing's spinning around and it's spinning out of its rotation, meaning there's run out in it, and that's wearing on the seal. So that's an expensive job in itself. And if they did, they probably just did a diff service, but why did they open it with orange RTV and not put a new hub bearing in? So I'm wondering if they just pulled the diff cover and then maybe they said, oh yeah, we're not doing it. I don't know, because you're not getting that wheel bearing out without feeding the crap out of it, and that drive shaft's been bad for a while. So we got 2 brake hoses, at minimum 1 axle seal, wheel bearing and drive shaft. We got a little weird oil goo up here. So that snotty stuff, in my opinion, is mixed with antifreeze. That snotty stuff there is mixed with antifreeze or moisture from exterior. I'm not really sure what that is up there. Probably exterior moisture mixed with oil. Then we have the gas tank support shield is ready to drop the gas tank. We got a right rear axle seal seeping back here for a long time. CP diff cover. We have a pissing axle seal back here. And then we have a giant hole in the muffler. So now you see why this person traded in. So the previous Jeep owner did not take care of this car. Hence all the failure areas. Would you agree, Caleb?
Absolutely. Typically, Jeep owners don't understand that they have to maintain their vehicles, their suspension, brakes, and all of that.
Yeah, we got a little oil pan gasket leak here.
They think they buy an off-road vehicle straight out of the box. That brake fluid?
Yeah.
Yeah, they buy an off-road vehicle straight out of the box.
And they think it's maintenance free.
Yes, which it's not.
Not.
All of this front suspension stuff, all the front steering, tends to go bad around 80 to 100,000 miles.
So let's just do some math. Ready? Here, you hold the camera, and then. So, not major, could be major. It's definitely not an expensive job to redo the diff cover seal in the back. Probably what they did in the front was that was leaking, and they just committed to that service. So let's do some math. Right rear axle and bearing assembly, left rear axle bearing assembly, diff cover service with fluid, easily over $1,000 worth of work.
It's probably closer
Probably
to
a little
2.
bit more. So new axles, new bearings, it all comes on the axles, diff fluid, all that stuff. Not including if the park and brake shoes are destroyed or missing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just say $1,500 on the low. New muffler assembly, $450. Not including how bad this is decayed underneath, so we're just gonna stick with that. And then we're gonna move into this. I think this is like $400 or $500, depending on what part you buy and what availability and what actually fits. I know the 2-door was hard to get one of these for before, so we'll just say
We're at $2,500 now with this.
we'll just say $650 for this retail.
Okay.
All right, $650 for that. The brake pads look okay. The bleeders possibly could open, so we'll say brake hoses, parts, labor, each side, $400 to $500 alone, right? Left front half shaft, hub bearing, inner seals. You'd want the customer to commit to doing inside, but it might blow the budget, so we'll just say $500 for the shaft, $200 for a bearing, right? And then the labor, fluid, and all that stuff. It's got to be at least 3 to 4 hours. So what are you at? About $4,000?
A little over $4,000, yeah.
$4,000 worth of work, not including the oil pan gasket. We'll say that's probably another $500 if that's all it is. Any neglected and missed maintenance. And then we're not including EVAP problems, which this usually doesn't cause EVAP problems. It's usually somebody putting the wrong parts on the car. And I'm looking for the common areas that are broken. So I would say that is probably our suspect, and let's see if the gas cap is aftermarket. This car doesn't have a whole lot of miles on it.
Really?
Not including the tire lights on.
I don't think that's OEM.
I don't know too many people who just run to the dealer and buy a gas cap from the dealer when they should, because they go to Pep Boys or AutoZone or Advanced or all these other parts stores.
And they spend almost the same amount of money
about the same money and
on an
wasting your
aftermarket.
time.
I don't think that's OEM.
That's clipped in, so it could be OEM, just probably beat.
I'm not sure. I'm not a huge Jeep guy.
Yeah, so I would say this is probably OEM. So we're going to say leak detection pump, gas cap is another retail with someone diagnosing it $400 to $500, right?
Mm-hmm.
Not including tire monitors. You want to know how many miles are on it, right? 105,000 miles.
I mean, if they wanted this absolutely perfect, besides like the cosmetic stuff,
Yeah.
they're looking easy over $5,000.
That's crazy. Look how fast that adds up. And I bet you I'm off a little bit. So then we got open the hood inspection. Because it's not bolted in, right? That's nice. Last guy forgot to bolt that in.
Another $15 for
Hardware. So we have water thermostat flange leaking up here. There's coolant crusties there. So the other silicone deposit ones I think is just a mix of ambient. Look at that. Is that crazy?
Is that a spider nest?
Squeeze that.
Fuck no.
All right, well, we're gonna check it out. So we got
Burn the whole car.
thermostat's leaking. So yeah, so this vehicle, and these are great engines. The 3.8 is probably far superior than the 3.6. But here you have it. What year is this thing? Tell them what year it is. I forget what year it is. 105,000 mile Jeep Wrangler.
08. Got 08.
08 Wrangler. Previous Jeep owner didn't love his car. He wanted to floss that he had a Jeep, and he didn't take any money to put it into it. Also needs to ready. That's the crusties on there. And we're not checking air filter, belt condition, brake fluid conditions, none of that stuff. We're just getting into meat and potato safety issues.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for watching.